On Dice, there are 3 ways to search: IntelliSearch, Boolean, and combined. Boolean is one of the key ways to drill down and find candidates who have skills and are relevant to what job description you are working on. Additionally, Boolean is one of the main ways to search for most systems, meaning you can copy and paste from Dice to other platforms. In this video, we will cover the basics to Boolean, the syntax to creating, and best practices for running searches. Basics. Boolean is an equation which you can use to find relevant words in a resume and/or profile. If you want Java developers, use a Boolean with Java in it. However, simply searching for Java, as you will find when you run searches, will pull up anyone with Java anywhere in their profile or resume, meaning you will find Java developers and also candidates who might have barely had a month's experience with the language. We will go over the first steps, basics, and best practices when creating a Boolean. And let's use this Java developer role as an example. Firstly, let's review the main functionals you will use in your search field. Those are parentheses, quotation marks, and the and, or, and not functions. The parentheses is for creating word groupings. The quotation marks are for exact phrases, punctuation, or spacing. And then we have our 3 function words. And is for finding all keywords. Or is for finding at least one keyword. Yes, you can have both, but you have to have at least one. Then not is for omitting. Take all your keywords, then subtract any from within your not function. When writing a Boolean, step 1 is always start with parentheses because you will be grouping keywords together. Always start with the left parentheses. Then place in your most needed keywords. In this case, that's Java. If you were to search only for Java though, you'd find anyone with this in their profile. So anyone who is a senior developer to someone who has the slightest connection with the language. As a result, let's keep adding. To find more relevant candidates to our job, let's use related skills. In this case, that's J2EE. To tell the system that we are looking for a technologist with either Java or J2EE experience, you need to type next, space, OR, space, J2EE. Excellent. This looks more like a Boolean equation. To keep going, let's use the AND function to find candidates with additional skills. Let's close out this grouping with a right parentheses. Then add and another left parentheses for a new grouping. In this grouping, let's take some of those secondary, nice-to-have skills and put them into a group. So let's do SQL, space, or, space, Spring, space, or, space, Hibernate. Close out with the right parentheses. What this is telling the system is that we need someone who has either Java or J2EE somewhere in their profile or resume. And then we are saying, additionally, you need to have one of our other skills. In this case, that's SQL, Spring, or Hibernate. You can have 1, 2, or even all 3 of those skills, but you have to have at least one. Next is the not function. To type in the not function, you will always want to make it a separate portion of your Boolean. Separate by a space and space, and then a new left parentheses because the not function will be pointed as to what you'd like to omit. The not function takes 2 parentheses groupings. What you'll need to type in is another left parentheses. And then type in your omitting keywords. In this case, let's remove candidates who are financial analysts. Because financial analyst is 2 words, so you will need to use the quotation marks on either side. Use the quotation marks anytime you have spacing or punctuation. For example, .NET, Amazon Web Services, and .js all need to be in quotes because they have spacing and punctuation. Most importantly is typing in the right parentheses twice at the end to match the left 2. This is crucial because if you leave your Booleans open, then this will not be accurate, returning profiles who are not related to your searches. As a result, make sure you have an equal number of left and right parentheses when using the not function. Excellent. Now we have a pretty good looking Boolean that is broad yet nuanced based on our job description. The great part about Boolean is that with the parenthesis groupings, you can adjust, remove, and change as you want to quickly redo your searches and find more relevant profiles. The most important part about Boolean is that it must be accurate in order to properly run. Forgetting a parentheses, quotation mark, or misspelling a word will result in unintended results. Best practices for Boolean include: take your keywords that you need and find synonyms, such as SQL or SQL. Sometimes skills can have multiple different ways to write it, such as Java, space, script, or JavaScript, or .js. As a result, use parentheses grouping to manage keywords and their related words. While searching, do not use an and/or function in the same parenthesis groupings. Instead, break apart or simplify your search. Lastly, always research key skills on technology-related jobs because there are always more ways to write a Boolean to find more relevant candidates. For further assistance with your searches, reach out to your client success partner.